Hey there, it's Kaiser GX again. This time we're doing another sketching out video. Um, Unfortunately, I had to do this. This is like my seventh attempt at trying to record this, so went ahead and did the sketching layer already, just in case something happens again, and also just to see if I can make the video shorter. So we're just gonna jump into the line art. Right here, the turtle design's based off the comics a bit. It's not exactly to, I guess it's an original design, but it's based a bit more on the comic design, where they actually have like a beak. They actually look more like a turtle since they have the tail as well. I think the Mirage comic turtles are the only ones that have the only iteration of them to have a tail, as far as I know. As to who this could be, it could be any of the four turtles. I kind of left it like that for you kids to decide. That's why I'm not putting the weapon. And I'm not going to colors, but even if I did, they would all be red bandanas, just like the comic. So again, you wouldn't be able to really tell. But there, yeah, I always thought these looked more like turtles because in the '80s cartoon, I think they look more like frogs. The first movie was also based on the comics a bit more than the actual show. I wonder how many people, when they first saw that movie, were wondering where Bebop and Rocksteady were and those kinds of characters. Since the movie was like a lot darker, like the comic was. I guess the cartoon's kind of like a toned down version of the comic, sort of. It doesn't have the same storylines, but the cartoon was made in order to promote the toy line. Speaking of which, even if I did want to do it in color, I'm probably not going to. I like drawing in black and white better. It's just what I'm used to. Honestly, I don't really like drawing in color, just because it's what I mostly drew like at school on notebook paper or white paper, whatever I could find during classes. So that's what I'm most used to drawing with. And I actually think black and white looks better. That's why I never took any art classes. I don't really like art that much. I just like drawing. And then some people are gonna be like, "What? It doesn't make any sense." It'll probably make us. It'll probably make sense to some people. I'm pretty sure there's some people that are like that. That only care about drawing. And then a lot of people. Well, since like I don't save my drawings, a lot of people ask me why I don't, and they think that's weird. I just don't care about it that much. The point of me drawing isn't really the outcome, but just the actual drawing itself. I mean, not the drawing itself, but the process of drawing. I miss that social aspect when people would, like huddle around you, trying to see what you're doing, or it's like, hey, add this, or you should do this. I guess kind of like video games. That's also something that I think the same about. That's why I kind of don't care about achievements or trophies or stuff like that. I don't really care about like proving I beat a game or something, but Just just me playing it. And again, it's always more fun with people. I guess in a way that's kind of what the channel's about. Is me trying to get back part of my childhood that I can't really get back. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way too. Whoops. Anyways, post in the comments who your favorite turtle is. Just to see how many people like Leonardo. I actually don't like Leonardo. I think the first turtle I liked was Raphael. And then eventually it was Donatello. Only probably because of the game, because he had the longest reach, the first NES game. Then eventually I learned to like Michelangelo for his personality. But no, I never liked Leonardo. He doesn't really have a personality. It's like his thing is being a leader, but like it's not really a personality. I find that kind of boring. As badass as he is, like Raphael is also badass, but he's the only one with the swords. He's the only one with like an actual useful weapon. I guess that works. Oh, speaking of drawing, like I always used to draw during class, especially during math. Math is not a subject that I ever got or will probably ever. I don't think my brain works that way. I feel like my brain struggles to do math, but I'm good at every other subject, I think. And people would always tell me, well, all the teachers like, if you're gonna be drawing, you should go do that in art class. Like all the damn time, I'm trying to draw, and they're like, you should do that in art class. And I finally take art class, and I go over there, and then I'm like drawing, and then the teacher's like, no, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Do your work. I was like, what the hell then? Why did I come to art class? I'm not gonna be able to draw. Those teachers lie to me. I guess I was always kind of lazy at school. But not always like I don't know, because a lot of times when I did essays, yeah, I'm just gonna erase this. A lot of times when I did essays, I would just bullshit the essay to see which teachers actually read the actual essay, and then like do I'd actually do the essay if they actually do read it. And for teachers who don't, I just like write a bunch of bullshit, random bullshit. Like I think once it was about something about Thanksgiving. And I said in 1984, the Pilgrims came to Wisconsin to drive away the Indians. And then I started talking about Thanksgiving and like Mario 64 and trying to get all this 120 stars. And that was like that was the first like paragraph. That's how I know that teacher didn't read anything. But there's some that do. Like the other English class I had. Um, we all had to do this some kind of project for 1984, the book. And for some reason, she let us like be able to do like 3 drawings based on something from the book. And like me, I was procrastinating, do things at the last like day. Like I had not done anything, and like there was these people doing essays and like what would you call them, like miniature. I don't know. It was like they're doing like these cities made of styrofoam and like cardboard and stuff. Well, anyways, like I hadn't done anything, and it was like the day the thing was due. So like that same morning during breakfast, I just started drawing the three drawings I needed to do. Like one drawing, I did like really detailed rats, because I know somewhere near the end of the book there's like rats, but like I didn't even like try to make it like the book. I just randomly drew rats in a cage. I did like really detailed, and the last three drawings are kind of like stick figurish ones. Like I just like and they were supposed to be in color. I said on there they had to be in color, and I did not do them in color. So like turned them in, and then the teacher's like grading everything, and like we hear screams like ah. I guess she's like scared of rats or something. Like who did this? Like who did this? And I was scared. Like oh, am I in trouble? And now she said this is really good. You get an A for this. And she didn't even look at the other two drawings, like the cheap drawings I did, and she didn't even care that it wasn't in color. Like, and everybody else was mad because they worked on like an essay and stuff, and they knew that I did not. I wasn't spent like any time doing that. Like I think they gave us time in class to do it sometimes, and I wouldn't do anything. So like they know that I didn't do anything, and they were pissed off. And there's another teacher that always didn't care like that. he kept. I had him like for three classes. Like I had him three classes in a row. So like I had what was it? I think I had history class with him, and then after that I had mysteries of history, and then history of film with the same teacher, like right after another. And for some reason he kept showing us Spider-Man 2, even though we've already seen it. And he puts the answers up, like if he ever gives us a quiz or something, like he just puts up the answers eventually. Like, oh, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the answers up on the board. He always talk like that, like in a bored way. And he was obsessed with like Bigfoot and spam. So I was looking up Bigfoot on the internet. Like so many people never show up to that class because he doesn't do the attendance for it. Like you just like sign your name on the paper that gets passed around, and I guess their friends sign it for them. But he was talking like this, and then he always brings in food. Said, "Have you guys went to KFC? They have pretty good chicken." And then like nobody's paying attention to him. Anybody else like that? Kind of was lazy during school. I was pretty good at English and reading though, and I guess science to a degree where it didn't, unless it involved like math or anything. Like I used to get bad grades like very early on, maybe like in third grade and stuff. But later on, I just started paying more attention, and like actually doing my work, and I would get good grades. And then sometimes people would try to copy off of me or like um I don't know, they tried to get me to give them answers, but I'm like, there's not much work behind. Just do your work. Like, seriously, it's not something that's that complicated. Damn show. Why is it coming out like this? Just erase this part. Oh yeah, and also during what was it uh, there was a shop class I had where we had the whole semester to just make like this wooden car. And like for the longest time, I didn't really do anything with it. I was like in the sanding stage. I was on that for like weeks. So all I would do was like talk. and I'd occasionally sometimes resand it so it looked like I was doing something. And then one time the teacher came to us and said, where are you guys at? Like, what are you guys doing? And then the other guy next to me here, he was already painting his, like putting the wheels on and stuff. And then I was still like, oh, I'm still sanding it. And I thought he was gonna get pissed because I've been doing this for like weeks, been doing the same thing. And then he's just like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure to sand it. Sanding's a pretty important part, or else the paint won't stick well. And I was like, what the hell? I was surprised by that, but I didn't really finish. I mean, I did put the wheels on, but I lazily put them on. You're supposed to like paste them or screw it on or something. I just like put them in there. So like when we raced the carts, mine just like blew up. Like it literally just blew up. And then they gave you a chance to like buy your cart for like I don't know, I think it was like $4, $5, $6. I was like, nah, I'm good. I think that was shop two because in shop one we did the rocket, and again like in there I think I spent like the longest time like painting it. I did like a bullet bill, but like I didn't even want to do it. And then this guy asked me for help. It's like, hey, can you help me put the parachute on? Like, sure, I'll help you. And like I just, you're supposed to like tie it and connect it to some stuff that's in the inside. But all I did was like stuff it in there. And then I knew like when his went off, like that his thing was like gonna blow up and like fall apart. So when we launched them, I was like, yeah, here comes his. Like he had no idea it was gonna happen, but I was expecting it. And it just like blew up, and I was like the only one laughing, and the only one that knew why. I don't think he ever put one and two together though. That happened because of me. He probably thought it was like a malfunction. Malfunction. Whoops, wrong one. But yeah, I didn't do my work because I was like I didn't get it or anything except math. But I just didn't do it because I was lazy. Honestly though, I think you can learn a lot um, more out of school if you actually want to learn something. I'm pretty sure you can learn something by yourself just as good or better. I mean, because I don't think you're gonna learn that well if you're being forced to learn something. Not saying everybody was forced to, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't want to learn a lot of the stuff that we had in our curriculum. See, how am I gonna do this if I make this leg shorter? This? No. Yeah, I'll just do it like I did it in this drawing. I think it'll still come out good. Yeah, it probably would. Yeah, I guess this is like the seventh attempt at me doing this. I am fed up with it. Well, if you guys haven't read the IDW TMNT comics, they're really good. I have the hardcover. There's like I think the first four issues on it, and some of the micro series on it. I haven't finished it yet though, but I really should. I'm gonna try to finish it before I actually play that TMNT game that was developed by Platinum Games. And did I make that leg look fatter? That foot. Hmm. I wonder why it's not drawing as smooth. Has the stabilizer off? Whatever, I'll just leave it like that. You know what? The original comic, the art for it wasn't that good. Because in case you didn't know, it was the original TMNT comic was made by two people, just like selling the comics like in the streets. So like the art wasn't like that good at the time. It was a little bit sloppy. So I guess it's okay if it looks a little bit sloppy here. It'll go with the style that the original comic had. I just think that's really inspirational that two people can do that. Like just work on something that's like really small at the time and like later grow into something that's pop culture. Let's see how it looks so far. Something about the head is weird. But you know what? Like I said, the original art looked kind of sloppy, and a lot of stuff was like unproportioned. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just drawing some like scratches. The original comics were a lot more, I guess, mature and violent than the 80s cartoon series. You know what? Right now, I don't care how long this video ends. I just want to finish it. I said I've been like struggling to record this episode. Something just always like kept happening. Like something always kept going wrong. Either it wouldn't record, the audio wouldn't record. Somebody interrupted like the whole thing. So many, so much stuff. It's like I'm not meant to upload this. Should I take that as a sign? Should I stop right now? Should I give up? What do you guys think? You know, also the reason why I like drawings in black and white is it just looks like a comic. Like for this, it's perfect since like the original comic was black and white. Makes it look a bit more authentic. I might want to fix the beak a bit. Looks a little bit crooked. Crickets. I swear, I hope this records this time because I am not going to record it while like I'm not gonna do any more attempts anymore. This is like the seventh time. I keep passing it. You know what? I should just go down here. Yeah. You zoom in a bit more. You go here, stop, and then continue. Now, you know what? Start from here and then go down. It kind of worked. Wonder why the pen's drawing thicker now. Maybe it's just because I'm forcing the pen. I forgot this part. Actually, no, I don't need that. I think that's good. Let's take out that layer. And now I guess we're gonna go for shading. Like I said, I'm not gonna do this in color. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Damn it! Why can't I remember? I'm gonna keep it dark. Oh, I did that in. Oh, never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. Now I can go to the shading layer though. Whoops. Just gonna select the body for now. Get the airbrush and get a light color going on there. Just a little bit, not too much. No, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. It needs to be on the shading. No wonder it looked weird. There we go. Actually, zoom in a bit. Get a smaller brush. See, like this right here reminds me a bit more of the comic, and like it just reminds me of drawing on pencil. It's like it kind of is like drawing on pencil, but more I guess like with pen lens. Back when, in order to shade it with a pencil, you had to like rub out like everything. Get that little schmear effect. Schmear. Actually, I should just do the whole thing here. Whoops. Since like it's on the back. Same for here. Oop, what happened? Bum 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 bum. Just give it like a rough look. And then we'll go for the darker parts. Oh wait, need to go back to this layer. Control D for deselecting. Actually, I want to do the shell first. Get a darker version of it. It's okay if it. Oh, what happened to my line layer? What happened with that? Must have done something while I tried to select it. Alright, let's go back. Damn it. Control D again. Okay. I think I must have like accidentally erased it. We're just gonna do like a full color on it, and then add some more darker shading later. And then for the inner shell, I want like a lighter color. Just to differentiate it. No, it's too dark. Ah, keep forgetting to go to the shading layer. Whoops. Did I not select that? Go back here, select this part. Go back, airbrush. And now I want to do Control D again. I want to do these parts. Whoa. Well, I'm in the shading. I want to do these darker, like the belt and this. I don't know what you would call it. Damn it. It's kind of blending in too much with the shell one. I might make the shell a darker color. No, you know what? I'll just leave it like that. Oh, almost forgot this little piece. And then with the darkest black, I'm going to do the mask or bandana. Just because it's the part that needs the most like darkest shadow. We are the night. Ding 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 ding. Actually, I might reuse this. Damn it! Why do I keep going? There we go. It's like, why do I keep going down there? I mean, to that layer. Their eyes are always like the darkest part, at least in the comic. Not the eyes, I mean like the area around it, where the bandana is. And then right here too. Not really a fan of that. Just do the whole thing. Oops, accidentally made Leonardo. Guess we can delete the sketch layer now. I still want to add like overall a shading that's not limited to anything. Actually, I want this up here. So I'll get this. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Or is it what I wanted? No, it's not what I wanted. Oh, I should have colored it with that. Okay, I know what to do now. Go back here, go back here, go back here. Here, here, here. I get hiccups. Guess I'm gonna redo the skin. Airbrush. Go. Because that shade of white looks more like comic panel than the other gray does. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave it how it was. I can just leave it white. Then that means I would have done all that shading for nothing. So at least add a little bit. A little bit of. Oh, I forgot to do the shading for the bottom of the neck. Get an eraser. Just a little bit. That's too much. Just want a little bit. Not a lot. Wonder what time the video is at now. Wait. Actually, never mind. I don't want it. Let's do what I was originally doing. Oh, not the whole thing. Just the skinsies. No, it still doesn't look right. Something. Oh, damn it! The wrong layer again. Why don't I got a shade layer? I don't even know what color to leave it at. Just put an off-white color today. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. wonder if I can do that to the whole thing instead. Like, no, it's gonna override it though. Oh, what about the shader? That might do the trick. Nope. Looks kind of cool. Wow, 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 wow. That's not what I'm going for, but it looks cool. Oh wait, select this. I think I'm just gonna cut it here because the video's probably too long by now. Get the airbrush again. Do the background. Wow. Put some texture. It's too much texture. It's not enough texture. Is there a spread? Yeah, there's a spread. No, just erase the whole thing again. Get the airbrush again. Not so dark this time. Go. Wow, 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 wow. I don't want to experiment with all these colors, but I kind of do. Yeah, might as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. Just to make sure I know the saves. If you watched up to this point, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't yet, so you can get updates for new videos and see you later.